So I'm out in the shop getting geared up. It's January 1st. It's time to go out and ride as many miles as the high temperature is today. Kind of a tradition we got started, I don't know how many years ago, but last year I wasn't able to do it. I was hoping to go on a 74-mile ride today, but it's looking like a 40 or 41-mile ride. I'm going to text old Motoramblings, let him know I'm getting geared up. Let's see if he shows up on the V-Strom or if he hides on that road sofa Goldwing. Let me get geared up. We'll get back at it.
So Motoramblings and myself are out here doing our annual high temperature ride on New Year's Day. And we're 26 and a half miles into a 41-mile ride today. I'm going to stop down here and get us a bite to eat. But if you watched my last video, if you watched it all the way to the end, I have discovered a new technique for checking your motorcycle after you change the oil. So if you'll watch it all the way to the end, you'll see that new technique. It's not the easiest technique, but you can see the oil pan and the oil plugs on your motorcycle extremely well doing it that way. Don't recommend it.
What are we doing, Patrick?
Freezing our balls off, Roger.
And why are we doing that?
Because some guy that I know said that he wanted to ride every New Year's Day, the high temperature, he wanted to ride that many miles. New Year's Day, that's not usually a lot of miles. But the less miles, the harder it is to ride them.
We have done 70 miles, though, on New Year's Day.
That was a good New Year's Day. Today's not that day.
No. It's a blustery day here in western North Carolina.
Perfect timing.
Happy New Year!
And you,
Well, it's 12:57, January 1st, New Year's Day, and I'm headed out for my annual high temperature ride. That's what we call it. Where we go out and we ride as many miles as the high temperature is on New Year's Day. Start the year off right. I just got geared up, left the house. Temperature on the bike says it's 38 degrees. I let it idle for a few minutes before I left out, so could be a tad bit colder than that, but sent a message to old Motoramblings. I think he's gonna gear up in a little bit. Gotta run up here, go to the bank, stop at the gas station. I'll probably stop on the way home, fill it up. I was told that I didn't go last year. Evidently, I was sick. But it seems like it's been a tradition for many years where we got out and rode as many miles as the high temperature. We got a very blustery day today. I think the high temperature is supposed to be 41. I was hoping, I was hoping to go on a 74-mile ride today. I know, that's probably a pretty good stretch for January in the mountains of western North Carolina. Uh-oh, message from incoming.
Sorry, I can't do that.
Well, be that way. Well, would you look at that? He manned up, and I believe he showed up on the V-Strom. Happy New Year. What is all this shit around your face?
Me trying to keep warm.
Act like it's cold out here. I thought about taking my coat off.
Now, folks, he is extremely warm-blooded. There is no way he thought about taking anything off.
There is no way. So I say we ride 20-ish so miles, because I've got 4.5 miles in. I don't have to go any farther. But I say we go about 20-ish miles and find someplace warm to sit down. Well, you surprised me.
Why is that?
You showed up on the V-Strom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were making comments about whether or not you were going to be a man and show up on the V-Strom or come hide behind the windshield of that road sofa.
Now that's funny because I don't mind cold weather. I've done a ton of cold weather riding on this bike.
Of course, it isn't that cold either.
No, 41 really isn't bad. My thermometer's reading 46.
Well, that's because you stopped. Mine's reading 45. When I stopped at the gas station, it went up to 52.
Yeah, that's what mine said in my driveway. But, yeah, I had told Lisa, I said, yeah, Roger wants to go for a ride, and I will guarantee you that he won't tell me when he's leaving until he's just about to get on the bike.
Patrick said, "Ha, it will take me a bit, but I will start gearing up in a few." Would you like to reply?
Yes,
What do you want to say to Patrick?
I'm headed out to DQ and then to get some miles in. Let me know when you get out.
And therefore, I have to rush to try to get all geared up and ready to go. So, you didn't make me a liar either.
I told you the other day.
Yes, but you didn't tell me a time or anything.
Well, when it got closer to the high temperatures, that's what I would have went with.
Yeah, well, I was like, okay, well, maybe he'll call me and say, hey, look, meet me somewhere at such and such a time.
Well, you got your warning or whenever I said it. It's been good. Been out for a ride for a couple hours. Had some yard bird. And keeping a tradition alive.
Keeping that tradition going, we got to ride on New Year's Day. Got to ride for the high temperature in miles.
Too bad it wasn't a 74-mile ride.
That would have been really nice.
And well, I haven't seen another motorcycle.
This is true.
But we started out the year in a good way, riding in a motorcycle. So,
that's exactly right. Happy New Year, everyone.
So hopefully you got an opportunity to get out and ride your motorcycle today. If not, you can always ride the first week of the year. And if not that, you can ride in the first month of the year. Right?
Exactly. And if you're living up in the north and you just can't get out, well, we feel bad for you, but you'll get out eventually.
Get a trailer. Get a truck. I don't want to say too much. It's supposed to get cold here for a few weeks.
Yes, they're even talking that four-letter word that begins with S.
It ain't shit.
It ain't shit.
But super cold. We're supposed to have single-digit temperatures in the next week or so.
Yep. So today, maybe the first.
Go ahead.
Maybe the first ride of the year, but it may be the last ride of the year for a couple of days anyway.
No shit, but it's all good.
It is. I enjoyed it. Thank you for dragging my butt out of the warm house.
Well, I did give you a 2-day notice that I was going to do this. You complained about it earlier.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All is good.
Yada, yada, yada. If you can, get out there and ride. And if you get a chance to, ride on a thin line road. That's where I'll be.